Every single crop whose MSP has been announced, the losses suffered by farmers are thousands of crores. That is the reality of the MSP announced by the BJP-led government. The MSP of Rabi crops announced by the Narendra Modi-led BJP government are neither fair nor remunerative. It is a betrayal of the promises made by Narendra Modi and BJP that farmers would be given at least 50% more than the cost of production. They have conveniently shifted the goalposts from C2 plus 50 to A2 plus FL plus 50%. And this is, there's a huge gap between these two costs, ranging from anything between 40% to even as high as 80%. Procurement of these crops also is very minimal, and in few of the crops almost nil. So this MSP announced to a great extent remains notional as far as the farmers are concerned. And if you look at the cost of production of wheat in Punjab, according to the state government, the cost of production C2 cost is 2051 rupees per quintal. And whereas the government uses the A2 plus FL cost, which is just 741 rupees per quintal. In this manner, by taking a weighted average cost of all the A2 plus FL collected from different states, the CACP is computing the minimum support prices. So we can understand how the farmer in Punjab or any other state where the cost of production is higher suffers because of this kind of a policy adopted by the central government and the low MSP announced for the Rabi crops. The suggestion of Punjab government for wheat, the MSP for wheat is 3077 per quintal, and if you take into account the MSP announced, this is the farmer would suffer a loss of about 802 rupees per quintal. That is the amount of loss suffered by the farmers per hectare. If you take an average yield of 48 quintal per hectare, the loss suffered by the farmer is something to the tune of 40,000 rupees per hectare. And if you look at the total state's production or the acreage under wheat in Punjab, about 35 lakh hectares, the total loss suffered by Punjab alone in wheat is more than 13,500 crores. If you take the example of Maharashtra, for instance, the A2 plus FL cost in Maharashtra is 1934. This is the CACP's calculation. The C2 cost is 3,592 rupees per quintal. If C2 plus 50 would come to 5,388, and you can imagine the huge losses. The losses suffered by a farmer in Maharashtra would be as high as 3,113 rupees, or around 77,825 rupees per hectare is the losses suffered by a farmer in Maharashtra. That is the situation faced by farmers across the country. Maharashtra has a BJP Shiv Sena government, and the tall claims about how double-engine Sarkar benefits the farmers also falls flat. If you take the example of chana or gram, Telangana, the state projected cost, the C2 cost is 6,055 rupees per quintal. The state suggested MSP following per se the formula of C2 plus 50 was 9,351 rupees per quintal, which is 3,911 rupees higher than the minimum support price announced. A farmer suffers a loss to the tune of almost 60,000 rupees per hectare. Every single crop whose MSP has been announced, the losses suffered by farmers are in thousands of crores. That is the reality of the MSP announced by the BJP-led government. And these betrayals will be answered by the farmers on the streets as well as in the forthcoming elections. We all know that the MSP announced with huge propaganda is aimed at the elections in Telangana, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. The farmers of these states, farmers of India, have seen through the lies of this government and they will vote in large numbers against this betrayal by Narendra Modi and the BJP government.